Good morning, everybody. It's Ty with Apocalyptic Gardening, and it is freezing out here. We have had multiple mornings with temperatures hitting the mid 30s, I think 36 degrees, 2 mornings in a row. So this morning, I've got to get in here and take the shade cloth off so that sun can really warm up the greenhouse in the afternoons and help keep those citrus trees warm so they can keep producing. So we're gonna go take care of that. And I have to apologize to you guys. I haven't made a video in a while because my real estate business is really taking off, and it's really hard to make all these videos. But anyways, let's get started. Okay, and because I love you, I'm also gonna give you an update on kind of what we have going on in here. If you look at the temperature, you can see it is about 72 degrees in here. That is not warm enough. I've got to stop the warm air from escaping. I've been leaving the window cracked down here, but I'm kind of wondering if I should close that as well. So I don't know, we'll figure that out. Anyways, so if you look here above my head, you can see we've got this whole shade cloth up here hanging. I need to get down as quickly as possible. Okay, so you guys can see I kind of stand up here on the barrels here, and I just have these hooked in right here, and I can just go like this. Sometimes get caught a little bit, and then just lift it over the trees to help prevent them from getting damaged. And you can see I've already kind of gone along over that way and done that. And believe it or not, it is hot up here near the ceiling. So it might only be 72 in here, but up here it's quite a bit warmer. So anyways, just gonna keep going along here and disconnecting these. And then we can let that sun do its full thing. Okay, so you can see I'm about halfway done, moving along over this way. Feels pretty good, I'm moving pretty fast. The worst part is always the lime tree because it has all those little pokey things on there, and the net always gets stuck in that. So that's next. Well guys, as always, these projects take longer than planned, but you can see I've got it all up along the wall there. It's all back out of the way now, so we can let the natural heat from the sun come in and warm up these plants in the afternoon. That's a good thing, but I am gonna have to develop some kind of system to get that thing up off the floor, because if I leave it like that all winter long, it'll get nasty and bugs and spiders will get webs and it'll be nasty. So I'm gonna flip the camera on super quick and show you guys what's going on. You can see the avocado tree is now officially a lot taller than me. That's good, it's growing good. It didn't grow very much last winter, so I'm kind of curious if it's gonna slow down a little bit. If you look at the orange tree, you can see we've got a couple little oranges growing on here. I just have kind of given up on hope that these trees will produce because I had a bunch of little oranges on there. They kind of do this, you can see here. It's like they're turning orange too soon, and then they fall off on the ground and turn into nothingness. But on the grapefruit tree, I have awesome news. They continue to grow. You can see I've got a whole bunch of them back over here and another one back there. So the grapefruits are doing great. Orange tree number 2, kind of the same thing. We had a whole bunch of oranges growing on here. Most of them fell off. I am hopeful. That's the biggest one I've ever had right there. So I'm hopeful that will keep going. I've got another one back over here, if you can see that. So the oranges on this tree are doing better than that tree. Now, where my biggest hope lies, besides the grapefruit tree, because that produced last year, is the lemon tree. Look at this. I've got giant lemons, multiple giant lemons. There's one back there, a couple back over there, probably about 6 lemons growing on here. And then we come to my crooked old lime tree. This tree is driving me crazy because it keeps producing limes and then they fall off before they're ready. For instance, you can see here and over there, and you're thinking, oh, I'm gonna finally get limes this year. Nope, they fell off again. So if you look back over here, you can see there's a lime there. I got a lime back over there and over there. There's one here, you can see here, back there. So I've probably got a dozen limes growing on here, but they seem to keep doing this and then falling off. So we'll keep you posted on that. Now the lilycoid bushes are going cray-cray. Look at those things. They are all over here. There's 2 of them. There's a second one down here. Look, covering the wall this way, running that way. So lilycoid bushes are growing. I think the roots have finally connected and they're just exploding, but no lilycoid fruit yet. Okay, then you come over here and you can see the 2 tomato plants right there. They're doing great, but not a lot of tomatoes yet. That being said, if I flip this around, you can see we've got plenty of little flowers growing And if you look down in here, you can see we've got some cherry tomatoes. They're growing in here. So that will produce probably at least through the fall. And if we're lucky, all the way through the winter. We'll see how that goes. Now, the most exciting thing to me is the pineapple bushes that I planted here, or the pineapple tops. I just cut off the top of the pineapple and planted them in the ground. Unfortunately, one of them definitely did not make it. I'll flip the camera on in just a minute, but you can see 2 of them are doing really well, and it looks like the third one is surviving, at least for now. So let's flip the camera around and show you. So you can see here, this guy seems to be hanging in there. I'm not sure. We'll see what happens with that. This one's definitely growing and doing well. This one is exploding. So I'm super hopeful that'll keep going. You can see number 4 there is clearly dead. If you have questions or suggestions, please, I want to hear them. I want to know, if you have experiment ideas, I'm up for it. If you know what I can do about this orange tree behind me that's driving me crazy and won't produce oranges, please give me your suggestions, because I want oranges. That's why I did this entire thing. It's cost me like $20,000 so I can have oranges. Could have just gone to the store. Could have gone to Arizona and bought the oranges and come back. It would have been cheaper, but I wouldn't have this cool space down here. Okay, guys, just a quick update. It is October 3rd today, and it's about 8:30 in the morning and 38 degrees. So once again, we had near freezing temperatures last night. As you remember, I took down the shade cloth and I closed the window on the door. So I want to check the temperature really quick inside and see if it worked. Okay, so here we are inside. It looks like it is currently 68 degrees. So I don't know if it did a whole lot of good to lock up or close the window here. But one thing I'm noticing, and I don't really want this to happen, is if you look on the roof, can you see that? Oh, whoa, cold water. You can see the condensation up here that's gathering on the roof because there's no airflow in here. So I may have to just crack that window today to allow a little air to pass on through. Another thing that I want to talk about just really quick, if you look on the leaves, you'll notice you get this water spots and this dirt here. It doesn't rain in the greenhouse, which means the leaves don't really get cleaned off. And one of my viewers gave me a great tip to wash off the leaves. Now, obviously, I can't get in here and just wash them off individually. So today, I'm gonna get in here with the hose and I'll just spray this whole thing down and wash all the leaves off. And that will help the trees breathe, and hopefully that will help them produce better. And with winter coming, I won't be able to have the hose out for much longer. So that'll probably be the last time this year that I do that. If you have any valuable tips like that one, please share them with me. I love it, and I will implement it in my greenhouse. Thank you. And just a quick update in the yard. You can see down here, we got some little cantaloupes growing. I don't know if the cold weather is gonna kill those off or not, but you can see we got some little baby ones growing right down through here. And if you look in here, we've got a really large one. So the cantaloupes are doing good this year. Hopefully we get 1 or 2 out of there. If you look back over here, you can see we've kind of gone through and cleaned up the rhubarb. We may still take some of those. And then we have this tomato plant over here that has produced a ridiculous amount of tomatoes on it. So the freezing temperatures haven't taken out the tomatoes yet, but we're gonna have to keep our eye on those temperatures. Also, I'm not gonna show you them, but the peach trees produced a ton of peaches this year. So that's been good as well. That is it. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to ring the bell to be notified each time I post new videos. If you have suggestions or recommendations, I would love to hear them. Until then, we'll catch you next time.